I've always liked kids. When my last boy left our house, it was like living in a morgue. I suspect my wife wanted to get me out of her hair because I'm not one to sit still and do nothing. I have to be doing something. So she encouraged me to go back to managing. We had a 6-team league, and we couldn't get a manager for the team that was had lost a manager. The reason we couldn't get a manager is because they didn't have, to put it politely, very much talent. So the board decided they were going to drop a team, and I said, now before you drop it, I'll take the team. We had a magnificent 1-20-19 record.
He gives them an opportunity. A lot of these kids that get drafted on this team, they wouldn't make it on another team. The other coaches wouldn't pick them. There have been years where you'd have coaches that would maybe not call a kid when they had a game because they didn't want him to show up. It doesn't matter. We're going to take everyone. If there's a kid left over, put him on our team. We'll take him.
I don't know whether I have any coaching abilities or not, but it just sort of developed. As I say, I brought a first-place team into third place my first year. I can remember a fly ball into the outfield right directly to my third baseman, and he's standing there. The ball comes down, actually bounces between his legs. I had 9 kids on the team that day. He comes in, I said to him, "You didn't act like you even saw that ball." He said, "Oh, I didn't, Mr. Goodwin. I was taking my contacts out." If I'd have had a 10th player, he could have taken his contacts out on the bench.
No, never heard him raise his voice at all with these boys at all. I'm the one that's raising my voice every now and then. You can't beat a coach like that cares about his players, and he cares about his players big time. I'd never seen a coach in any sports that cares about his players than Coach Goodwin.
My kids say that I am not strict at all compared to what I was with my own children growing up.
I've been up here coaching with him for probably 20 years. That is not my father. When we were kids, if we did anything, we got caught and grounded. And I come up here, they get away with murder in there. And I'm like, what happened to that?
He has a bunch of sayings. Whenever, say it's a full count, he'll say,
"Give him the old splinter gatherer."
Nobody walks but the mailman.
You will pick splinters at the first game.
Hit it into tomorrow.
I think one day you got hit with a rock or something.
So if you could define the Dipsy Doodle pitch, what would that one be?
Well, that's the one that I don't really know where they came from. I played ball almost all my life, from a young kid on, and I assume I heard them from somebody else. I don't claim any originality.
Usually, older coaches will sit down after a while. He just keeps going and going, and his son will have to force him to sit down because he keeps going. He loves the game.
He's a nut. He's an absolute nut. He keeps statistics for practice. He keeps statistics for when they eat at Burger King. You know, he can tell you how many fries the kids consume. They went to the Holy Land, him and my mom. My mom comes back and is like, "Oh, I couldn't believe how emotional, walking in Jesus' footsteps." I was in tears. He comes back and says, "James, I think I got the draft figured out." like, were you guys on the same trip?
Most of us don't get to be president of the United States or governor of the state. Most of us go to work every day, go home, try to raise a family properly. And as I say, if you can make the world a little better place to live, or your area to a little better place, I think that you've accomplished something. So, and I hope I can say I have accomplished something.